Reunion road trip. A long-awaited trip. On October 20th, a group of approximately 400 people depart from Seoul to reunite with their relatives in North Korea. These family members have not seen each other in more than 6 decades. In 1945, Korea regained independence from Japan as World War II ended with the Allied forces' victory. Shortly after that, generals from Russia and the United States chose to divide the Korean peninsula into two halves, the North and the South. Russia was to protect Korea in the North, and the United States was to protect the South. In World War II, Russia and the United States were allies. This all changed after the war ended by 1947. The Cold War had begun, and this makeshift line for military purpose soon became a border dividing two countries which were once the same. At dawn on June 25, 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea. After 3 years of bloody fighting, a ceasefire agreement was signed in July 1953. But the war left the Korean peninsula devastated and still split. The ceasefire line dividing North and South Korea became the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ. Heavily armed soldiers patrolled each side of the DMZ. Millions of families were separated by the zone. Real Union. Technically still a war, the South and the North have arranged to continue a series of meetings to give a small selection of people a chance to reunite. The visits originally started back in 2000. A special resort was built to house the reunions in mountain Kamgang, just north of the border. After a naval clash in 2010, the visits were discontinued. Luck of the draw. About 190 people in total were selected to participate in the two meetings. A group of 389 people attended the reunion from October 22. Another 254 took part from October 24 to 26. After the South and the North agreed to grant a special visit, the South opted to use a computerized lottery system to decide who got to attend. Final farewell. With more than 60 years of catching up to do, the participants displayed a wide array of emotion as they got one another up to date with their lives. As the buses pulled away, it is clear that 3 days were simply not enough for most. Because of the ages of most of the participants, this was likely the last time that they would have the opportunity to see their loved ones. Steadily, near half of the 130,000 people who have been registered or divided families have already passed.